Hey, what's up, witches? It's me, Luna, with an unboxing for you. And this I was hoping to put up a couple weeks ago. This is the Solitary Witch Oracle. And this is a true unboxing. I have not yet deplasticked this deck. It was released on April 8th, 2023. It's by Lucy Cavendish with artwork by Lady Victoria. Let's get the plastic off. Okay, come on. This is Blue Angel. Realizing some of my favorite decks are Blue Angel. It is blue. Yes, it is Blue Angel. Okay, so we have this nice matte box with silver accents. That's very nice. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's easier to see. Lucy Cavendish, Lady Victoria, just titles on either side, 45 cards and guidebook. This retails for $31.95. I do believe I got it cheaper on Amazon. Who are you? The universe asks. I am, you reply, the witch who walks alone. Wherever there are humans, there are solitary witches, independent emissaries of magic who love others but adore the companionship of the free and the wild even more. If ever you have yearned for moon-kissed mysteries, kinship with wildflowers, and ecstatic connections with nature and her cycles, you have felt a witch's wisdom stirring within. You may dwell deep in a forest or in an apartment within the very heart of a city. Wherever you abide, the whispers of the elements, plants, creatures, and cosmos infuse your world with fascination and freedom. This enchanting oracle is an illuminating tapestry of insight, comfort, healing, and practical guidance for awakening your charms and senses. Together, the spark of Lucy Cavendish's prose and Lady Victoria's alluring hand-painted imagery evoke profound rememberings to draw back the veil and celebrate your magical soul. Your new journey begins. 45 cards, 180-page guidebook. Okay, got kind of a pink, sort of a nice rosy pink color on the inside, and the Blue Angel gift, the piece o' paper. Every Blue Angel deck has a piece o' paper, and I would love to know why. I just stick it in the back of the book and say thank you for the piece o' paper. It's not going to fit in the back. Oh, whatever. All right. You can go there. Now. Oh, yes. Right away. Yes. Big yes. Ooh, I put a little scratch there taking the thing off. But look at that. A silver pentagram on the backs of the cards. It's glorious. Immediately, I want to pair this with the Witch's Tarot. By Ellen Cannon Reed, because they are black on the back with a silver pentacle, not a shiny silver pentacle, and these are definitely getting edged in black too. So yippee, deck edging. It's been a while. All right, so we start off. Well, let's take a little look at the book. Actually, I'm out of practice, can you tell? All right, so I'm going to read this little quote that's right front and center. This greeting right at the entry to the forest, this monumental aurochs, the whiteness, the snow, the full moon, whitest white everywhere, pretty. And the little bit hidden, and the little hut hidden in the little clearing all covered with snow. And I looked at this house all silvered by the moon as it was, romantic, and I said, it's finished. It's here or nowhere else. Interesting. That is by Simona Cossack, 1943 to 2007, ecologist, scientist, filmmaker, animal communicator, and solitary witch. That's someone that I think I may need to look up. All right, we have an introduction, and then we have card messages, and that's it. I like that. Not a whole lot to, to set up or go into. It's just, here's the intro, and we have Once Upon a Long Ago. So talking about a solitary witch, it's like a little story. And I am a solitary witch, although I have done group rituals. I ran Mother Drum for what, 8 years every single month, or, you know, I've done ritual for so many years, but I've never had a coven. Never been part of a coven. I've always been a solitaire. My big magic gets done alone. Beyond those who gather. Why am I feel? Oh my goodness! I just realized that charcoal lit itself from my last one. It's like, where's that heat coming from? Okay, becoming the Book of the Wise. Inspirations for the Solitary Witch Oracle. Initiating the Solitary Witch Oracle. Well, we certainly will do. We will bless it. Blessing the Solitary Witch Oracle. Shuffling the Solitary Witch Oracle. Your reading space, tuning into your cards, how to shuffle your cards for a reading, cutting the cards, asking questions of the Solitary Witch Oracle, cards with a will of their own, talking about leapers and reverses. Okay. A magical end to an enchanting reading, so how to close down a reading, how to cleanse your oracle, enhancing your readings, the magic of essential oils. So yeah, the introduction isn't just an introduction. There's a lot here. Essential oils, crystal companions, herbal helpers, ritual objects to enhance readings, simple layouts, your card a day practice, the three witches spread. So the first one is third card represents. Well, third goes to the right. Imagine the card on the left is the Witch of the Past. The card in the middle is the Witch of the Present, and the third one is the Witch of the Future. So past, present, future, no big deal there. Variations on a 3-card. Maiden, Mother, Crone, Hunter, Father, Sage, Yesterday, Today, Tomorrow, Underworld, Middle World, Overworld, the Celtic Cross, Lucy's version. Okay, the Seeker is 1. The situation you're in is 2. The past is 3. 4 is the very recent past and present. 5 is the future. 6 is the outcome. 7, what the seeker wants. 8, how people see the seeker. 9, what you fear. And 10, best possible action. And you know what? This, I've kind of wrestled with the number 8 card in Celtic Cross a lot, because it talks about the environment around, and I did kind of land on here's how other people see it from what it looks like from the outside, but I guess that's important information and useful information. But do we really want to base things on what other people think? You know, so just a word of caution. 9 is what you fear. 10, best possible action. Circle of Witches reading, and wow, those are 9-card readings, 10-card readings. The Cauldron. Wow, that's a lot. So it's a hefty introduction, and then we have the messages of the cards. Let's read about, I mean, we know about Lucy. If you don't have a Lucy deck, you need a Lucy deck. But let's read about Lady Victoria. She's a visual artist working in acrylic paint. She makes her home among the shores of Lake Simcoe in Canada. She's often found in her studio, not just painting, but sharing her creative world with her children. Okay, loves nature, all that stuff. Lucy's in Sydney, Australia. Has many, many amazing and wonderful decks. Okay, all right. First card is Wishes. Aww. We've got little fairies dancing around. We've got a little kitty, little black kitty. So Wishes, looking out. You know, she's kind of standing and looking out with some flowers in her hand, looking to the future. From the shelter of trees into the open sky, what is it that I wish? Her herb garden. Her herb garden. Here she is. So there are no subtitles on the cards, just the titles. And we do have a boundary here. There's a matte finish. They are typical Blue Angel as far as cardstock goes. It's thick. I don't think it's going to be tremendous fun to shuffle, but then again, sometimes it's surprising. So her herb garden is where she gathers her medicine, and it's another wonderful place. And there's her little black kitty again. The Beltane Lover. Oh, so Beltane Lover, that's interesting, because Beltane lovers were not assumed to be lifelong partners. And the reason that it has always been considered bad luck to get married in May is because May was the honeymoon. It was the moon cycle where the bonds of marriage were off. All things were off, and there was licentiousness, license to go where the hormones lead you, around the Beltane fire. So the Beltane lover could certainly develop into a long term, but that is not the nature of a lover at Beltane. Look closer, she is not lonely. Alone does not mean lonely, and the difference is how connected you are to your insides. The comforts of friendship. Oh, yes. So just because you're a solitary witch doesn't mean you don't have friends or that you don't do witchy things with those friends. It just means that you do most of your practice and stuff on your own. And, I have solitary witch friends. She sleeps with the stars. Oh, I'm going to be very interested to see what the phrases are for these. So let's go and do that now. I can't wait. She sleeps with the stars. So we don't get a little concise thing. And all of the meanings start with a description of the witch in the card. It says, this solitary witch has freedom, and some nights when the air is soft and warm, the stars are bright, and the moon is dark, she steps out into what others call the darkness. Okay, connect with starlight. Sleep under the stars. The night has wisdom for you. Find your answers within the stars, the presence of the night goddess. So we do have a description, as Lucy always does, and the descriptions are always very informative with great advice, and then we have concise keywords, upright and reversed. The dance of water. Oh, look how beautiful. I love the artwork. It's not, harsh lines. It has a softness to it, but very expressive as well. Almost impressionistic in some ways. The water is not, things aren't drawn to be absolutely realistic, but they've got this quickness and freshness to them. So yes, I love Lady Victoria's art style. The healing tree at Litha. So, midsummer, under the healing tree, and there's holly everywhere because that's when the Holly King takes over. Yule's night, and that's right after Litha. So this is midsummer, this is midwinter. With the wolf, ooh, the next journey beckons. So they definitely are images that you can key off of, that invoke or evoke your own intuition. She's standing there looking out, and I can't tell. It almost looks like she's got her fingers around her arm like that, so it feels like she's kind of holding herself. The next journey begins, holding herself and looking at the trail outside of the door, from within her shelter, looking out at this whole new journey and trail, and kind of holding herself like this, as we do, when we're stepping out into the unknown and a new journey. We can be a little bit trepidatious, and there's the little black cat again. The witch shows her daughter the moon. Oh. My daughter, my Morgana, when she was little teeny tiny, showing her the moon as it was coming up. And she said, oh, look at the baby. And I was a single mom at the time, and I'm like, what baby? Where? Because I'd been hearing a baby crying for weeks before that. So I was able to say, hey, if you want in now, you got to find somebody else. And then that was my son who came in later. Wonderful, wonderful. Her knowledge runs deep. Keats is the book. I love the images. They are really evocative. There's not a lot of, symbol of this and that and the other. It's just the scene that is set there. The 13th Esbat. That's the 13th full moon of the year, whenever that falls. Well, at the end of the year, of course. Self-initiation, yes, for solitary witches. Look how beautiful that is. I have initiated a lot of solitary witches. And actually, I don't initiate. There is only one initiator, and it ain't me. I've done the ceremony. Sweet Ostara harvest. I love the references to the pagan wheel of the year and all of the wonderful full moons. Was she once a Selkie? So here's a woman that is very entranced by the sea. Look at her. So connected and entranced by it that the question is she a sea maiden? Maybe. There are other conversations. Oh. I mean, they're wonderful. Her Book of Shadows. The Gathering. Which is kind of like the Gathering of Solitary Witches. Okay, whatever. The Maiden and the Immelk Lamb. Magical Manifestation. The Maiden, the Mother, the Crone. Spells from the Hearth. With her herbs and her cookpot. So one of the things that came through to me when I was dry or hot brushing my hair the other day, and I'm brushing and thinking about how women who were thought to be witches were forced to have their hair shaved, and when women became nuns they shaved their head because of woman's power, and also the hair can be a symbol of earthly beauty and ego, so it had to go so you can focus on God. But also it was the patriarchy saying get rid of that hair because it tempts us. So hair is powerful, and when witches do their magic, you know, when magicians do their magic, they put up a circle of safety so they can call up demons and force them to do their bidding. When a witch does magic, it's inside. And the magic that can be done with anything, by brushing hair, by stirring a cook pot, by sweeping the floor, it's all magic. The Crone in Winter. Yes, I love this image. Ancestors and apples. Ooh. So apples, fall, the season of the ancestors. I like these subtle kind of things. Nearing Skyclad. Can we have it just regular Skyclad? Spells of Rose and Cacao. A Samhain Sending. I was waiting for Samhain to show up. Oops. The Releasement. The Releasement. I like that. I like the word. When fretful times come. The Company of Trees. And sometimes she changes. Ooh, look at the tail. That's awesome. Once Upon Another Time. The Blessing and the Banishing Candle. I love the crones here. A Gentle Path of Inspiration. The Witch's House. Her Little Cauldron. I have a little cauldron. I also have a massive cauldron. It weighs a ton. The Milk of the Mother Flows. Oh. The Garden of Hallowed Moonlight. Lunasa, Forgiveness and Justice. Wow. She's up close and personal, right? My birthday? A broom of her own. Indeed. She is moonlight shy. She is moonlight shy. Ooh. That's a very interesting concept. All right. The Charging of her Wand. She is 1,000 flowers. Wow. I love the seasons and the festivals and everything that she's showing here. Transcendent amidst the everyday. Okay. Here I have a charcoal that's already lit. Let's get this. Do a first cleanse. And when I'm working with decks personally, I will do more than just this cleanse, but this is our initial by Aaron Fire. May you be purified and charged. This is the cleansing to get rid of any energies it may have picked up along the way. And then by water and earth. Oops, I managed to touch the water. There we go. By water and earth, may you be blessed and made whole. And by the sound of the bell, may the spirit awaken within you. And I invite allies and ancestors, guides and guardians to come be with me now. Help me work with this deck. My ears are open. And I offer you fresh water and the fire of Azrael. Bless the deck with that too. The spirit of divination. If you wonder what the fire of Azrael is, there's a video. Check the channel. All right. First shuffle. How will it go? It's not a huge deck, so... Oh, not bad. Nope, not bad at all. It's small enough. If it were a bigger deck, it would be a big problem, because the cards are a little bit chunky. And that was from me hitting the desk, so that's not valid. When I put that ball out, the flashy ball, I'm going to move it back a little bit. I tell guides that they can use it, and I always, bump the table, but see, it's going off with me bumping the table, so I'm going to get it out of the way. Oh! All right, let's take them here. And we have a good shuffle. There's 45, 11, and 22. All right, we have transcendent amidst the everyday. The witch shows her daughter the moon, and the maiden mother crone. All right. So I have to say, with the titles of these cards, they don't really take you to, it represents this. Transcendent amidst the everyday. I mean, that to me is about being connected, having a foot in both worlds. The witch shows her daughter the moon is about sharing things, passing along your knowledge, and the maiden mother crone is about the journey. A goddess for every occasion, and she is, all of her bits are contained in all her other bits. All right. Transcendent amidst the everyday. Memory matters. Let me move this a little bit. Memory matters. Memory can be the key to the wonder deep inside of you, helping you transcend, making the ordinary world miraculous. Okay, so would I go to memory looking at this image and the title? No, I would not. But that's the first thing out. So this is going to be a deck that you do have to go through and learn what the cards mean. And I think you're going to have to do that anyway, because I'm not really getting triggered by a message from what I have looking at me here. All right. See the pentacle that rises shimmering out of the earth? It is invisible to most eyes. Your eyes see differently. So that's having your foot in both worlds. The book of your life is a strange tale understood by those who also remember their magic. Remember and respect every enchanted page of your life and experience. The lessons learned, the spells cast, the heart that broke then healed, the growth that stretched you, the 1,000 hurts, pains, rainbows, stabs, and wonders of your life. Remember. For all of it is magical because you are magical. If you remember, you, like this little sorceress, may wonder, how did I know to do this? Yes, that spell worked so well. Ah, that poem I wrote after the dream. Know that like this witch, your life, the everyday life you live, is threaded with golden strands of magic. Look around you. Okay, this is great. So yeah, now I get this card. I get it. It is what I was just talking about. Magic is in brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, cleaning the toilet can be a magical spell. Sweeping the floor is a magical spell. Everything you do has levels. It's just you bring the consciousness of it. You bring the awareness of magic to it. Okay, look around you. It is in what you do. Every simple thing is a rite, an act of devotion, if you choose it to be so, if you remember to make it so. There is a dimension beneath, above, and around the one others seem to live within, and you are living within them all. Take a moment now and remember when your magic was at its most heightened. That is a page of the book of your life, and it is sacred. Quiet and subtle though they may be, your innate magical abilities are powerful gifts worthy of acknowledgement. They need practice to fully bloom. Know that you deserve to have a life filled with wisdom, and you can call upon and appreciate. What is remembered lives. Recall your own love, wisdom, wonder, and gifts. Remember who you truly are, magical one, for that will transmute the dullest of worlds into one woven with wonder. So, yeah, I have this message from this card now. It's a very coherent message. It makes so much sense. It really is about being magical in the everyday world and bringing both levels of awareness. Meaning, magic intrinsic to who you are, woven into your life, your every action. Peace, memories of magic within this lifetime or even other lifetimes. Evocative moments when your memories come to teach and remind you of who you truly are and what you can do. Being completely yet quietly immersed in magic as a way of life. Magical thoughts leading to bewitching actions and imbuing ordinary moments with wonder and meaning. Finding transcendence amidst the everyday. So when you get to the meaning, it's just statements. It can mean this, 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 this. Very succinct statements, but not full sentences. Reversed, a taste of what's reversed, forgetting what you have achieved and already learned, forgetting to remind yourself that even the ordinary can have its wonder, living on the surface of life, rushing and afraid of being still. I'll read this whole thing here. Being uncertain of just who you are, yet unable and unwilling to take the time to consider it, asking others for advice on who you are and what you would do, what you would best do. Yes! Being given wisdom by spirit, but not recalling or acting on it. A need to remember who you truly are to let yourself slowly become that, having faith in your innate magical abilities. Damn. That's wonderful. Good job, both of you. And Lucy once again comes through with flying colors, as she always does. The witch shows her daughter the moon. She holds her daughter in her arms and whispers stories of the moon, tales of goddesses who shaped the world, and stories of those who change beneath her light. There are the Selkies, the seals who transform into women and dance, the ones who find their true wild nature, and those who circle with their sister witches, all touched and adorned by her luminous beauty. One day the child will ask why her mother does not gather as do other witches, and it will be time for her to reveal her secret sisters and brothers, who she does work with from time to time. But for now, the little one can begin to learn of the power of the silver light, raise her little arms to the night sky, and feel the kiss of the moonbeam upon her brow to awaken her second sight, and see just at the corner of her eyes the dancing of the fairy beneath the sacred trees. So what I'm seeing is my daughter, who when she was maybe 2, not really no more, pointed at the front door. The blind is closed, it's dark. She points at the front door that has no window in it and says, "Yuck." Yuck. And I open the door, and there's the full moon, or the crescent moon, shining big by the horizon. Sitting in the bathroom, and she looks up and says, "Moony, moony, looking down, reaching down." Yes, she's a witch. Meaning teaching the young, sharing wisdom and folklore, helping children understand the old ways in a kind, gentle manner. Reversed is hiding what we do from our children, separating them from our spiritual lives, growing up without knowing the wonders of our magical ancestry. Share what you know. Remember who you are. Share what you know, so that the lineages can continue. The unbreakable lineage from mother to child. And on and on and on. The maiden, the mother, the crone. Together they have joined to conjure a new peace and true healing within the land. The power of the fresh and growing maiden, of the loving and compassionate mother, of the wise and experienced crone will all join into this casting to call forth the healing from the waters. Into the well they speak their words of wonder. Oh, I love this. Words of ancient power, and the water stirs and bubbles as wildly as any cauldron, and the spell works its way into the lifeblood of the land, into the streams and rivers, into the cups and chalices of the people. As they drink of the enchanted water, soothing words begin to arise in their minds. Strength returns to tired limbs, and warmth reawakens in faded hearts. The spark within reignites, and all work together for a shared vision of love and connection, care and creativity, knowledge and respect. I like the rhythm of her writing. Those who are young are safe and understood. Those who give birth to ideas or new beings are honored and appreciated. Those who are elders are listened to as they share their words and stories, so we may not lose any more knowledge and wisdom. All beings will be impacted as the land heals, human hearts open, and the animals can share the world with them again without fear. You too can be a part of this spell, solitary witch. When you are young, may you find a mother and a crone. When you are mother, let the young and the old come to you to work magic as needed. When you are crone, may the mother and maiden respect and revere you and hold you close when the magic calls for your knowledge. You are solitary, but you are not alone, and you in turn will be maiden and mother and crone. When the moon is new, whisper your dreams into a body of water that flows. Speak words of love into the water you drink, and let yourself fill with love and magic once again. Meaning says maiden, mother, crone, 3 ages of humanity. Youthful energy, creative life force, the old wise ones welcomed, acknowledged, and seen. A healing for land, animals, and people through respect for all ages of humanity. There shall come a flowing recovery for all who have suffered, all who have been silenced, knowing those of many ages. What once was hidden now comes into view and is shared with respect. The reverse is being unsure whether a true healing can take place, overwhelmed with what is ill or sickened and saddened, a sense that it is too hard to find a way to reunite the generations, to have them work together, disharmony generationally within a family or social group, even a coven. Wow. So we remember who we are, we pass on our knowledge, and we acknowledge this circle of Maid Mother Crone and the transmission of our magic from one to the other, and how that those 3 help each other and work together. And I love the message especially here of them speaking it into the well. Water carries memory, water carries energy. If you take water, I still want to do my Blessing of the Waters ritual again someday, where we gather water from all the sources around us, and then we do great blessings with it and return it back to its source so that it can spread. It can spread. Wow. All right. So, excellent deck. There goes that little flashy light again. Thank you, Lucy, and thank you, Lady Victoria. I'm really glad I have this deck, and it will, add to the Lucy connections. Blue Angel is always interesting because they have the book that kind of fits exactly in the box, and then they have the cards that don't quite, so they rattle around. But, whatever. It's definitely up to the standard of both Blue Angel and of Lucy Cavendish. Are you a solitaire? Get this deck. That's all I got to say. All right, let me know what you thought of this. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. There's a shit ton, and I do mean a shit ton. There's like over 300 videos just in the unboxing playlist. I think I have close to 700 videos. So if you want to know what else I do, have at it. There's all kinds of stuff on my channel. I hope to see you at a live stream sometime. I am doing them on Wednesday nights at 7:30 Eastern, and possibly we'll be branching out to other days of the week. We shall see. At any rate, thanks for hanging out with me and listening to my, tripping over my tongue all the way. I really appreciate you being there, and I will see you next time. And until then, this is Luna. Blessed be.